This your bright idea, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man,
Alonzo called me up and said, hey, we need to do a hurricane party with former players.
Well, today, me and Luke were talking about this. I said, you know what, man? I heard about Florida State doing something. Nobody does it. The thing was, we need to get together, celebrate University of Miami football, celebrate all the University of Miami players going into the Hall of Fame, congratulate them. We're honored that, you know, they're Hurricanes, and once a hurricane, always a hurricane.
Yeah, this is a good thing here, man. I think it's a great idea. We can get on here and talk some trash. There's gonna be a whole bunch of other guys logging in, but
Hey, hi. Let me ask you something, man. From the first time when you signed and decided to come to the University of Miami, could you have believed that the brand is what it is right now? That you see it everywhere in the country when they think of guys like Reggie, they see all these great players.
Oh, because
we had to go through that place. How shocked are you from the time when you said yes to where the brand is right now?
Well, the thing about it was when I signed to come here in Miami, and I was wondering if I did the right thing because I went into Burger King. If you ordered a Whopper and you ordered 2 Whoppers with cheese, you got a ticket to a Miami game. So I was like, damn, man. And then my first year, they had band day. That's when they invited all the Dade County bands into the stadium, Orange Bowl, you know, to fill up the stands because we're playing like Colorado somebody or some team that's not real popular. So they'd have band day in the stands, and as soon as the band stopped playing, you see a whole section gone. But I knew this could
give me a plate.
With the right people, and you know, we started something here that I was part of, and it continued with all the great players. And you know, these younger players that came along continue to make it even better, even more dynamic, and it grew into a brand that very few can replicate.
You know, I gotta tell you, man, when we were doing that stuff in the 80s, to see what these guys did in 2000 and the 1990s, unbelievable, man. I mean, to see Reggie and all them dudes do, you know, when you had Mel Bratton and all them dudes in the backfield and Michael Irvin, Blades, and all them guys, I didn't think, man, these guys could continue it, but they did. And at some points, they even made it better, dude. It was pretty amazing to watch. We were doing to see what these guys did.
Hey, Dan, let me ask you a question. How was it playing with Jerome Brown back in the days?
I miss that dude every month. He was one of the greatest people to be around. I went to Brooksville a bunch of times, and now I figured out why he wore 98, because there was a Highway 98 that went through Brooksville, and he said, I love my city so much that he just loved it. I mean, playing next to him, man, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to play like him. I wanted to talk shit like him. That's why when we were putting that image out there the way we did, I took my cues from him. That dude was, without a doubt, he would be today, in football terms, Charles Barkley, because that dude was just amazing. I saw that motherfucker tear up Oklahoma once, man. And he just beat the shit out of an entire football team. I was there, and it was really remarkable to play next to him. I'll never forget, Luke, when we said goodbye to him, one of the greatest things, guys, what was so cool was that when we went to Jerome Brown's funeral, my wife went with me, and everybody was like crying. We all took our ties off when we said goodbye to Jerome. All the Eagle guys, you know, Chris Carter and Reggie White, all the Kings guys. It was really tough, man. What a wonderful life he lived, and what great parents, man. It was really something to be around him. And the story of Jerome Brown is incredible.
Mama.
That's what's up. Highsmith, you played with Jerome Brown, right?
Oh yeah, we came in together as freshmen, man. And know, the thing about Jerome was that you didn't piss him off, because if you pissed him off during practice, you weren't going to get any plays off at 9-on-7. They just say, okay, let's stop it. Let's go to something else. Jerome pissed off today or something. So, I mean, he was a dominant player, man. But he was a great person, a ultimate warrior. He wanted to be the first off the bus, and he wanted to be the first. And I don't think Jerome was scared of anything. I mean, Jerome was that guy.
Hurlie, you was on the same team, right?
Let me ask you guys this, man. When we did our inside drill, and Highsmith and me and Jerome and Benny Blades and all these dudes are going after one another, man. I mean, there's Bryant and we're going full gear. Did the rest of those guys carry that on? Did you guys carry that on with 9-on-7, where it was 1-on-1s all the time?
Of course we did. Yeah. That's what we were taught, though, Sills.
Yeah.
We were taught that by coming down there, watching Alonzo, watching Melvin, watching those guys. And man, that was the only way we knew how to do it.
You know, and I'm going to say this, you know, as the years went by at the University of Miami, you know, I had to learn to play running back. I played Player of the Year in the state of Florida twice as a linebacker. I had to learn to play linebacker, and over the years, watching out of Miami, Frank Gore, Donnell, Bennett, and all these guys, I used to say to myself, okay, that's what real running backs look like. I said, these guys were good, man. I used to be so proud watching Edgerrin James and Portis and all these guys. I never forget watching Edgerrin James against UCLA go for 200 and some yards, and you know, you're bragging to people going, watch this kid. I would go back. It felt so honored that people would come up to me and say, hey, man, who's that running back there? Hey, who's this running back? Scouts still brag about going to University of Miami when they'd watch one-on-ones, and Miami's best players went up against their best defensive back. And you're watching Andre Johnson go up against Roll. You're watching all these great players go up against each other one-on-one and challenge each other. And they didn't think nothing of it. It was nothing. I mean, you're looking at one of the best players going in the Hall of Fame, and he's taking every rep. So there was a lot of great players that did a lot of great things to extend what Miami was able to accomplish.
Hey, we got to stop. Great Coach Soldinger has entered the building.
No way.
What up, Coach?
Hey, Coach, you on mute. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Now, he old. He don't know.
Coach Soldinger.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Lamar.
Coach Sol.
Coach Soldinger.
How you doing? Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Dan Sileo.
I need to do the volume.
Dude, wait, we can't get on this thing. I'm not tech savvy, man.
You good right now, Coach?
I'm good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm good.
How you doing, man?
You got everybody on there.
Hey, Don, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I just talked to Art. I mean, I just sent a thing to Art. Art's
Oh, great.
doing good. He's up in Pennsylvania with his sister, and he's doing real well. Losing some weight, you know, he gained a lot of weight. But,
Right.
you know, he's doing good. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Don, I got to tell you this story, man. So get this. So Art calls me one day. I won't name any names. You'll figure it out. Let me tell you something. Some piece of shit called me in his office and told me they were going in a different direction. I proved some of the greatest running backs in the history of football. Who the fuck is you? Is it true or not?
Hey, take a look at them here. Take a look at these guys. These guys, that's the 2,000 room.
Oh, man.
Dude,
Look at that.
Coach Solly in there.
Uh-huh.
So what's up?
Nothing. How you doing, man?
Hey, I like that post in the background I see in your picture, man.
That's you,
Look at that
bro.
post,
Right
nice.
there. You see it? Hey, I got it right there.
Evil eye.
Solly, you gotta come to Canton, Solly. Look at their letters.
A little picture of McGahee.
Hey, how many Hall of Famers we got on this thing? One, Reggie Wayne.
I ain't there yet. Don't put me there yet now. I get
Hey,
Reggie.
In a short amount of time, Miami's caught up with that.
before I got back here, where is that? I got Ed covered up by an ironing board.
I'm going to get another picture. He's good. Hey, Coach. Coach Soldinger, let me ask you a question. Which one of these guys, you got Frank on here, you got EJ on here. Who else is on here? Which one, Donnell, which one of these guys gave you the biggest headache? Who was the headache out of the group?
Portis.
There weren't too many headaches, I'll tell you that right now. Even EJ never talked to me, so he didn't talk to me for a year.
Reggie, you know when you are a freshman, you know you're supposed to be playing, and you got to sit on that bench. Ain't much to talk about.
Hey, Don, come on, man. Hey, Don, it was Mel Bratton. Come on, man.
Well,
it was
Joe coached Mel. Alonzo, Brodsky did. I was coaching tight ends, man.
Hey,
Frank was
telling me a story when he came to the University of Miami, he got put on the bench. I'm gonna let Frank tell a story. Frank, tell us the story when Coach CJ rescued you from going to Ole Miss.
Well, yeah, I committed to Ole Miss, and it was like the night before signing day. Coach CJ was like, he came to my house. I was outside with my homeboys. It was like, man, you must be scared of competition, man. You know what I'm saying? He said I was scared of Portis. I was scared of McGahee. But, I was thinking, shit, I could go play right away I get 3 years and I'm gone. When CJ came to, and he came to my crib, I was like, hey, you scared of competition. And Miami was the only school I might have to redshirt because all the guys got and I'm like, man, how the fuck? I'm the best back in Miami, one of the top guys in the nation. I'm like, man, if I go to Miami, I'm not redshirting, man. So I told Coach Saul, man, hey, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to go play and shit. The best thing that happened to me though, when Portis went down like in training camp for a week, I got a chance to go against the ones and twos. And shit, I was just holding that bitch.
12 people.
Hey.
Yes, mommy.
I'm trying. The world want to know, Coach, how you manage all Americans, all these Hall of Famers. How did you manage all these running backs?
The room was pretty crowded, I'll tell you that. We all wanted a piece of the ball. I know that. I told him, I said, if you mess up, somebody's going to take me in there. You better not mess up too much,
Hey, Don, what do you think of Jimmy?
Hey, EJ. Hey, EJ.
Can you hear Frank? EJ, can you hear Frank?
EJ got all that shit going on over there. He ain't got no good Wi-Fi.
Hey, Reg.
What up, Frank?
But I tell people, like, if I didn't go to Miami, I don't think I had a career I have in the NFL, dog.
Well, you already know, man. Like when you went to Miami, you already felt like you was going up against the best anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even about game days. For us, game day was throughout the week. And it's just like Coach Sai said, like you mess around and mess up or get hurt, you might not play no more. That was always our motto. Our motto was, if you get hurt, EJ tell you get hurt, you're bad. Because the dude behind probably better than you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Miami always pushed, always pushed each other to practice. I mean, Luke was talking about the 101s and 907s. Man, our 101 battles, it was epic. It was epic. Like, it's be plenty of times when we're doing our 101s and the rest of practice stop and just watch our 101 battles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Everybody just watching, man. That shit was a movie.
Man, NFL, I've been scouting. I've been in the NFL with personnel side for 23 years, and I still have old scouts come and tell me about Reggie Wayne in practice, Andre Johnson, all these guys, how they practice. And the greatest thing the thing I really liked was when I talked to NFL scouts who used to go to Miami, they tell me everything I ever want to know about a player, I just go watch Miami practice.
Yeah.
That's all I had to do. He said they're getting ready to play the biggest game of the year. Shit, on Thursday, they're having a knockout drag out on the field. I didn't know they were playing. I thought they were playing. And I'm going to just tell you this. I thought I was a pretty good running back. Not, shit, they trying to knock the shit out of me in practice. I thought you were supposed to be a good running back.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, they over there yelling about drag them to the ground, game tackle them. I said, hey, man, don't I got to play Saturday? Oh, we can get somebody else in there. Oh.
Hey, Alonzo. Hey, Lou. Check this out. And Don, you know this too. So don't let that smile ever fool you about Highsmith. So Highsmith walks to the center of the field. Brian Bosworth's on the other side. We're standing behind. He's got Jerome next to him and my homie Winston Moss. And I hear Alonzo go, fuck you, bitch. We ain't afraid of you. Fuck you, bitch. And we ain't shaking your hand. On national television, we don't shake your hand to start the game, and the rest threw a 15-yard penalty. Am I right, Don? They threw a 15-yard penalty on him. So we wouldn't shake the fucking hand.
Wait a minute, Joe, tell them about Oklahoma. When we went to Oklahoma, where did we run?
Right through the fucking, with the Buddha Schooner thing.
Nuts.
Hey, so Oklahoma's never lost a home game. Opening day, Jimmy Johnson's, he nervous, Oklahoma's Oklahoma. And Jerome and all of us on the bus was like, man, you can't play with us. We get off the bus, Oklahoma warming up in the end zone. Jerome says, you know what we finna do, boys? We finna run right through the exercises. Man, they pushed them on the ground. Oklahoma players were crying. Nobody does this to us in our home. I was like, that was wild stuff, man. I kind of think it personified the University of Miami, and it set a tone for a long time. The thing about today, we got a lot of good players, great players in here. Man, there's a lot of great players out there. And I wish to be on this tonight.
These Starks in the building, ladies and gentlemen. These Starks that came in here.
I like that backdrop, though.
Oh, damn, look at that, man.
These Starks.
I like that backdrop, though.
Holy shit, man. Hey, money.
Dang, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey, Reggie, so did CJ really abuse you? Because that's what everybody want to know. The world want to know, did CJ really abuse you? Or did he, what did he do to make you
CJ, which was our receiver coach, which is now currently the receiver coach for the New Orleans Saints, he didn't abuse us. But what he did was he keep it real. One thing about CJ that we respected, whatever we told CJ, he didn't take it personal. CJ can curse us out, we can curse him back out. We have a 3-minute, fuck you battles going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then as soon as we get through, he'd be like, all right, let's go to the cafe and get something to eat. So what he did, he treated us like men. And one thing you respected about CJ was he was going to play the best dude. It didn't matter if you was a freshman, junior, senior. If he thought you was the best guy, then he was going to put you in the field. And we already knew what it was, that once you get your chance, you can't mess up. You know what I'm saying? So he threw us out there, but he was tough. CJ taught me everything I know to this day. So when I was in the league for 14 years, it was everything that CJ taught me. I told my receiver coaches in the league, just fuck me up. I'm pretty good. Just don't mess up.
Hey, look.
And that's what it was.
That's crazy. Hey, Lamar, who was your receiver coach?
Tito.
Well, it was Herbert Alexander when I first got there. as a freshman. So, you know, he would always, with that voice, oh boy, you got to do some things, and you got to get better. You got to get in that weight room. And I said, Cole, I don't really know about that weight room. That's kind of scary to me. He said, but you know, he was like, well, you might not play here. And then when he saw me out there catching that thing, putting my nuts on people's helmets, he was like, boy, you might have something. You might have something, boy. You might be all right. So, and then I had Bob Burkowski and Rich Olson, you know. But really, you know, I love those guys, but really we learn from each other, man. We learn from the workouts during the summer where guys come back to Brian Blaze, Mike Irvin, Daryl, all them guys would come back. Randall, you know, all those guys, you learn so much during the summer from competition. And a lot of stuff, those guys, they couldn't even teach us. It's just stuff that we learn from each other and the competition during the summer. And like Reggie said, the one-on-one battles were epic at all times. I mean, yeah, people lose the weekend money on one-on-one battles. Sometimes you couldn't even eat for the weekend because you lost your money. But we were putting it on the line because we knew how important those practices were. And, you know, you didn't, like Reggie said, you did not want to be hurt. Because if you were hurt, you might not get your position back. And I had a guy behind me named Kevin Williams, and I sprained my ankle on my first touchdown catch against San Jose State when they told me I was going to have to sit out against Florida State. I said, you shitting me. You better DMS on that thing, tape it up. I can't let Kevin Williams get on the field. Yeah, no, he run a 4.28. That's how it goes, man.
Hey, we forget one wide receiver, Eddie Brown, man.
Eddie Brown, baby. Eddie Brown.
Hey, man, I'm just checking in, man. I can't be on here, so I got to go. I can't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Oh, you can't say nothing back to me, so look here. I love y'all, Canes, man. Do this shit. I'm on Facebook watching. Y'all represented right. I already know there's only one university in Miami. Keep doing what we do. Love y'all. Coach Saul. Love you, man. All you.
Come on, man. There's your picture back there on the wall.
Let me tell you, Ed is y'all know Ed working for the school, so because he's working for the school, he can't be on here with us. And then because I coach high school, so they
all the rules, huh, Luke?
They got all kind of rules. I mean, shit. Hey, I'm gonna text Ed in about 30, 40 minutes. I'm gonna get my ass off and let him get on and let y'all do what y'all do.
Hey, Alonzo, we're doing this party right now, but how about the parties that Luke would put on at the Fountain Blue, the top 2 floors, and then
No, you can't tell those parties. No.
Okay.
That conversation might not still be.
Me? I want to do that.
Hey, Don, you didn't hear that.
Hey, all I know is you guys won a lot of games, bro. Well, I know. I don't know what you did, but it worked.
I will say this, though. There was something that Kobe Bryant said when he talked to the Cleveland Browns I thought was interesting. We always had this kind of motto that, you know, if you're going to go out and party, you can go out and party. You better have your up the next day ready to work out. Do your thing. You know,
do it. Yeah.
Always tell young guys this. It's all right to party and have fun and have a good time, but remember what your number one goal is. Remember why you're here, you know? And that was one of the things we did because nobody did it better than Daryl Fulton.
Wait, hey, Lonzo. Lonzo, how about Stubby, man? Stubby, you look over at Danny Stubbs and you go, dog, have you been back to your dorm yet? It Stubbs be like, let's get the hell out of here. Fuck you. Let's go.
No, that's when I'm drinking my dick.
One thing about us,
I'm drinking alcohol.
when we all partied together.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We all went out together. We partied together. So it was we held each other accountable. Like if you're gonna go out tonight, you better make sure your ass is up in the morning at that weight room time. Because if you was late or you was messing up in the weight room or you wasn't making your 110s or whatever it is we was doing, or we was waiting on you in the locker room.
Oh, yes.
One thing we did, we held each other accountable. No matter if we stayed out to 5, 6, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It was a couple times when we left straight from the club and went straight to workout.
Hey, Reggie, you see Last Dance with Jordan? That's a lot of the stuff you guys did.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Just like Jordan, man.
Yeah, we did the
Held
same
each
thing.
other, put each other, held each other accountable. That's the name of the game, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a dog. I've been slinging D for free, and I've been OG me since 2-3. Got his first ring. I'm honey dipping all up in your dunk. Cute face, thick thighs, save lives, spit lines. Yeah. See, I don't really got a type. She texts me, hi stranger, but I like him thick.